course, General is going to be very happy with stacks if he can actually get in there with that Caustic Finale. But Adam has deemed it worthy, and I think the easy camp pull, that stack pull, is always worth doing no matter what offlaner you're against, just because it's harder to get in there and will cost General a decent time out of lane. Some free CS for Firo during that time. They are going to be able to get the Burrow Strike onto Adam, see if they can stay ahead of him here with the nice heal bomb. It looks like they should be able to kill him. Caustic Finale is going to pop him, slow him down, and General will pick up the first blood.
It was already getting some good extra farm with that neutral stack. Kill General down bottom is getting wrapped around on, so does need to be a bit careful.
It's one stun. It's the next one. Are going to be able to slow him down. General does not actually have the mana for Burrow Strike, and I think he felt with the open wounds he wasn't going to get out anyway. Level 2 Burrow Strike, not going to give you that much distance. You know, Firo, who used to go by the name Bakemono, actually played stand-in for Goomba a couple times. Yeah, I was like thinking I remember the name Bakemono from something other than NA teams. Firo getting low here, does not have rage for another 2 seconds. He's going to be slowed down by the Caustic Finale. Pop, 19 HP, that's all he's left with. General tries to get towards him, but can't quite get it. Adam kind of body blocks him here. They are going to throw out the Burrow Strike. YapzOr's coming in hot, and General may be turned around on. He gets the kill on Adam, but can he actually get out alive? And that's not going to happen. I don't think, not with FATA making the rotation. So General, I think he gladly gives up his life. He forced a rotation out of the mid, and he knows he's not going to make it out because of that. It was basically the only thing he could do. But I think these supports are just going to have a really hard time finding successful rotations around the map. FATA's going to get caught out by a rotation from General. Didn't see that one coming. And with Dendi lining up all those side blades, he actually get a free kill there.
Yeah, going for that one up really nicely. Very clever rotation from General. Perhaps just feeling a bit uneasy at this bottom lane after dying a couple of times. Finds a more important kill in that mid lane.
Rotation's coming faster and faster. The Rubik is now at the bottom lane. He does have to infest in order to dodge all of this. Pops out now. Firo has the help of FATA. He misses out on the big ultimate onto General. They will manage to pick up the 2 supports, it looks like, but FATA can finish off General before the TP. Oh my god, it was so close. Look at that. The nuke is actually still following him after the TP. That had to have been just a half.
Like the hero, like even if you have a slightly rough first couple of minutes in the laning stage because you get dual lane, like you always seem to pull ahead around the 10 to 15 minute stage and get a very good timing on Blink Desolator.
FoREv, keeping it cool against 3 heroes, doesn't use the Timber Chain. It was this weird stalemate between him and General. If he used the Timber Chain, he would have been hit by a Burrow Strike, so he just walks calmly back, and now he's able to make the turn. Can't quite get the connection on the Rubik. Finally gets it now, but is dropped a little bit low on HP as a result. FATA sitting in the river, waiting for it. FoREv is going to try and bait these heroes into play. FATA jumps forward, manages to get the quick kill onto Pycat before the time-lapse can be used, and now General is forced away by FoREv. He does manage to dodge the Shadow Strike. Will turn around for the 2-man Burrow, but he desperately needs to get out of here. He does have a TP if he can juke his way through this. FoREv gets the connection, and they find the kill. That is huge. They shut down that Blink Dagger progression for General, and that means that the Timber Saw just became this excellent counter pick in the 4th slot. Bears, smoke is going to pop here. They're going to run into FATA. They could use this quick kill. Blink Dagger forward, Melt Strike, and they will manage to pick it up. YapzOr is going to come forward, and they're going to try and punish Navi with a quick buyback here from FATA. See how many they can get. Biver's going to be the first one down. General into the trees, TP's out, and Dendi's away, so that buyback absolutely not worth it. Yeah, you can see YapzOr was pump faking that Slithering Crush, waiting for Adam to be able to get the swap onto Pycat so they could get a quicker stun than Magic Missile. But now, as a result of a missed opportunity, they're going to have to leave Adam behind. He will end up going down, and a failed smoke rotation for Bear. And an Invis rune on Sand King, too. So this is, I mean, this has got to be public enemy number 1, right? FoREv. Yeah. He's been getting way too big. He's got his Bloodstone charges. General is there to be able to stop this TP out, and here comes the onslaught of attacks. FoREv, he does a decent job tanking through most of it, but he ultimately will never be able to escape that. That being said, Bears do get a decent prize out of that whole entire thing. They tell Pycat some info on this trap that is set up behind FATA. Pycat is actually going to oblige them just a bit with a Shukuchi on through. YapzOr will come forward and will manage to hit the crush, and they are going to be able to blow up Pycat.
That shouldn't happen with a ward there, I would say.
I would say so too. Not sure what was his miscalculation. Did he miscalculate that Did he not know that the Blink Dagger was up on YapzOr? Did he not know the Infest combo was there? Defense on mid lane.
Forgot about the Infest.
Viver, he'll be the first one down. Bears will manage to keep their tier 1 tower barely up. Let's see if they actually just did not.
Getting TP'd on from behind, you've gone in that deep. Felt like there was a bit of a disconnect between the Rubik and Sankey. Like Sankey, if he wants to go for that Blink Burrow, Rubik needs to be preemptively running in to get the follow-up telekinesis. And, well, these kills are going to keep on happening. Iron Man at the bottom lane gets found, and with this, perhaps...
Yeah, Burrow Strike. FoREv is going to Timber Chain straight into the hands of General. General's holding onto his Burrow Strike until the next Timber Chain is attempted, but YapzOr is now here to be able to stun up General, and they easily make mincemeat out of him. Dendi will successfully retreat back, but Bears are hot on their tail, maybe for another push. The last tier 2 is left in the mid lane. If Bears want to achieve this with these Aegis, I think that objective is pretty much free. I'm not sure if Navi can actually do much to contest. RMN going to be blown up by FATA once again.
Bears are just being very efficient around the map. That tier 2 tower you mentioned could be what Bears have their eyes set on now.
Firo will pop out, blink forward by Biver, will manage to pick up Adam into a 2-man Burrow Strike. This is a decent setup for a kill on 1 maybe, but Biver's also going to lose his life here. Firo eats him alive. They do manage to pop the Shrine. YapzOr gives up on the kill on General. Firo's dropping lower and lower. He has that Aegis, so they're going to have to play around that now. FoREv managed to blow up General on the side. Kind of stuck in the trees here. It's going to need a moment to get out, but not.
Heroes rotating. Even the supports are going to be fairly tanky gradually. The Slatter's going to have a Solar Crest completed soon.
Oh, they get FATA right before the Link is there, so the stun is actually out, and Dendi hits that last hit needed to be able to finish off FATA. They get Adam as well. All right, Navi, their choice to initiate is actually just picture
the side lanes.
Pycat gonna jump out and get gone on by Firo and YapzOr. Viver is there to be able to interrupt some of it with the telekinesis, and Pycat gets a full HP revival. Nice 2-man Burrow Strike out from General with Dendi. Lined up those side attacks. He'll make short work of both of them. And now FoREv with a heavy amount of minus armor ticking in on him. I don't think he stands a prayer against this physical damage. There it is. 4 down from Bears. Navi, they hit back real hard in this very...
Okay, up here.
Maybe General can still route them here inside the Radiant jungle. He stalls for a moment, and that's going to lose him an opportunity on YapzOr, it looks like. Adam may still be the opportunity. Jump forward. Dendi has the burst damage necessary to kill him before the TP can follow through. So a small pick has plenty of issues against a Weaver.
Yeah, HP and ammo, great against Slatter, Lifestealer. And as far as survivability goes for a Weaver, this is one of the better items, and then like kiting is always going to be great, but... There's the duo. The Slatter Lifestealer pop out, get a quick kill.
And then bait out a Slardar rotation or something, or maybe they just wait for FATA to be out of position. They actually catch him with the telekinesis right before the blink, pull back there, but now the Blade Mail is activated, and they can't actually finish him off. General is instead going to be the target. Bears actually managed to make a turn there as they were all in the off-lane jungle. They're going to be able to find RMN as well. YapzOr actually is going to be slowed down by RMN. Good Force Staff over the trees. He tries to go for the Shallow Grave TP out, but there is a Yule Scepter there. That being said, he did his job. He stopped YapzOr and this Lifestealer Slardar combination from pursuing for more with that Poison Touch. He managed to stop them from pursuing onto Dendi.
Bottom lane though now.
Oh,
Pycat. Not done. Ooh, that's brutal.
I thought he was going to get out.
Yeah. 4 of it. Even someone like a Slatter, you can burst. Taking out Slatter is probably one of the key heroes to try and remove as early as possible in the fight. Dendi,
Finish off that creep. No, he doesn't get it. Now he's going to have to deal with FoREv as well. He does get the Shallow Grave, but Bash stops his TP. He's in huge trouble. FoREv, he spies out the Dazzle as well. The refraction's going down. Dendi needs a little bit more time to get that blink off, but it's just not going to happen. So RMN, who tried to save his buddy, is also going to go down. Bears, this is exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to corral in the lanes. They wanted to be able to catch Navi when they attempted to push out some of these lanes desperately. And now they found their opening to be able to go high ground and take a lane of Rax.
Yeah. TA does have buyback. We'll have to consume that one. And even with a buyback, this is a very hard defense to make. FoREv can just zone heroes out with his sheer survivability and tankiness on the front lines.
Burrow Strike for Burrow Strike. General ends up in the middle of the team and stunned up. Swap back there onto FATA. We'll make sure that he stays alive. As Dendi throws his pot shots towards the way the Queen of Pain actually comes forward now, throws out that ultimate. Pycat does manage to dodge it inside the Shikuchi. FoREv drops a little bit low, but he's just creating space. HP Heroes of Bears, they get another melee rack. Sphero's finishing up the range racks, and Na Vi, they're playing around this shrine, but they can't actually deal with FoREv. They can't get through this wall. FATA now turns, actually gets the initiation. YapzOr jumps forward, gets a two-man crush with Firo popping out. They eliminate Dendi as well. He does not have buyback. He's down for 2 minutes, and I think Na Vi have just lost the game like that. Game 1 was a relatively close affair. Back and forth, a lot of movement between these teams, but in the end, Bears are able to close it out quite nicely.